Using SOQL or SOQL, you're able to create queries that run against Salesforce in a very similar way that you would write a query for a database. This gives you a more advanced ability to create lists or aggregations, much the same way that you might do it manually in the reporting section of Salesforce. Let me show you how you can take those SOQL queries that run against Salesforce and turn them into insights in DataFetch that anybody in your company can access on the fly. For our example here, we've got our dummy accounts that are in our instance of Salesforce. And then we've got a SOQL query here that's just aggregating them as a count over type. So we'll take that query, and we've already connected to our instance of Salesforce, and we'll go to the Insights tab. And we'll add a new insight. Paste in the query, and it will run. You can give it a name. And then we're going to want to go to the message template so that we can lay this out. For every row that is being returned, you're going to see whatever comes up in here. And so this is just a template builder to build out what we want to see coming back in Slack. And now in Slack, we can access it. And so there's a number of ways we can do this. If you have people who don't necessarily even know what to search for, they can just type /df and just send that. And a list of insights that are available in your instance will show up, including the most recent one that we created. So if we run this, you can see it just quickly comes up, and there we go. Let's say that I actually do know the name. I can just go ahead and type df summary. There you go. I found the account type summary insight, and I can view that, and it runs the exact same way. And I can press send and send it into the conversation. Doing a completely different use case, let's say that I wanted to find a list of customers in a given state. Maybe I am looking for references. I could write a SOQL query that gives me my list, and I can take that query create a new insight. Give it a list, give it a name. And then we'll lay it out. And you can use Markdown for some of this stuff as well if you prefer that methodology in Slack. All right, and let's just, for the sake of it, turn off this download option, and let's also give it a description. List of referenceable customers in New York State. So now I can go right back here you can see my New York customers. You can see a small description actually showing up. And if I view Insight, there you go. And of course, this can be any data that is housed in this particular object in Salesforce. So if it's contact information, if it's notes, if it's literally anything that you have, as long as it's available in there, then it can be brought through the query and hence made available. There's other ways to do the same use case, but this is really showcasing how you can use SOQL or SOQL to essentially create internal tools and reports that are available to anybody that you want in your Slack environment without ever having to log into Salesforce, know anything about how to write queries or create reports. It's really powerful stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to learn more, head over to datafetch.io.